and welcome to today's video. I know it's a bit like random and like I haven't posted in ages, but you're used to that. If you subscribe to my channel, you're used to not having videos for months. Now, I have like 5 videos written down, like IDs and stuff on my computer. I'm just too lazy to go upstairs and set up everything and actually film. But I just ended a Skype call with my grandma and grandpa. And because they're like old people, I try to have like a good microphone, like my recording light and stuff set up so that they actually see me and it's not like a crappy Zoom call on the phone. So I try to make it look nice. And then I thought, well, the setup is here, let's record a video. So that's what we're doing today. I am in lockdown again. I live in France, for those of you who don't know, and it is day 14, I think, of the second lockdown, which started, 2 weeks ago. So, second lockdown, not feeling great, not gonna lie, I hate it. I hate November in general, but like lockdown, hate that. So I thought I was going to film a little video of like things I love from 2020 because I wanted to cheer myself up. And then I started to think about it like really hard. What can I say that I loved, like genuinely loved about 2020? And literally, the only thing that came to my mind was this. Like this type of scrunchie. I started using them in 2020 and I love them. And that's it. So I was like, that's not going to make a good video. What else can I do? Well, I'm going to bring back, I don't know if it's bringing back or if it was ever a thing, but I'm taking the favorite tag. Yeah, I know, no one on YouTube does tag anymore, but I'm gonna do one. I have, I think, 20 things on my laptop over here. Oh my god, don't fuck up the cables. I have, 20 things that are like favorite season, favorite blah blah blah, that I'm gonna go through with you. And hopefully, the aim is just to talk about stuff that I love, to kind of like cheer myself up and remind myself of like good things. And hopefully you guys could think about stuff that you love and have a better day if you're not having a good day. And if you are, good for you. The first question is favorite breakfast. Now, if I have time to cook it on a stove, absolute favorite is oatmeal. I love a good oatmeal. At the moment I'm doing cocoa powder, rolled oats obviously, and blueberries. I love that, that's so good. Oatmeal. Favorite drink. Now that depends on the occasion. I'm gonna say if we're talking alcohol, dark beer, definitely love a good dark beer, like a Guinness or something. Love that, the darker the better for me. If we're talking like regular drink, I don't really drink soda or stuff like that, like fizzy drink that much. I love, you know what, if we're at a restaurant and I'm not ordering alcohol for whatever reason, because most of the time they don't do dark beers, at least here in France, and I'm not that keen on like lighter beer, I'm gonna order a good peach, what did I say, peach? Pear, that's what I meant. Pear juice, I love that. Favorite animal, does that need to be a question? Obviously dogs, although, hang on, take that back. I take that back. My favorite animal of all time, I said dogs because I have dogs and that's just like what came to my mind. But actually, my favorite animal, and the answer to that question, ever since I was young, or ever since I can remember, the answer to that question has always been wolf. I love wolves. They're like my spirit animal. I can relate so much to wolves. That's the animal I'm gonna get tattooed one day. Wolves. My favorite animal is wolves, not dogs. They're kind of related, kind of. Favorite food, ooh, that's a good one. Favorite food, if we're talking savory, anything with cheese. Basically, I love cheese, I'm a cheese maker, that makes sense. If we're talking desserts, like sweet stuff, mostly anything that doesn't have too much cream, that's the word I was trying to say. I don't like cream fillings and stuff like that. Like, oh, what are those called? Twinkies, I hate that. I'm not a big fan of sponges, like sponge cakes. But depending on what you put in the middle, I'm okay with it. But Twinkies, ugh, gross, disgusting. Next question, favorite date. Now, I'm assuming this question is favorite like type of dates, types of stuff to do on a date, not like the person you're dating, because obviously my favorite date is my boyfriend, and basically anything with someone I love is a good date. But if I'm like designing a date, if I'm describing an ideal date, it would be bring me flowers, tell me we're gonna go ice skating, well, bring me ice skating, don't just like tell me we're going and then we don't go. So we go ice skating, I love that. That sounds cheesy as hell, but like couple ice skating is one of the most romantic things you can go and do on a date, to me. So yeah, ice skating, and then dinner, probably sushi or like a good pizza restaurant. Yeah, that sounds good. Pizza or sushi for dinner. That sounds about right. Favorite country has to be Ireland. From what I've seen from the world so far, Ireland is my favorite country. It has, to me, the most amazing people, the most beautiful landscapes, the most incredible, like diverse stuff to see in such a small country. I love Ireland, so yeah, that's gonna be my favorite country. Favorite movie, hands down, I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times, The Hunt for Red October. The Hunt for Red October has everything that I love in a movie. It's historical, you don't know if it really happened like that, or if it's like a bit, obviously it's a bit romanced for the movie, but at the same time it keeps you guessing. Did they really? Did they not? That's like a historical movie about like the Cold War. So it's like right up my alley. I love it. It has Russians, and like I'm a sucker for a good Russian accent in English. I don't know why. So yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Would recommend. It has very good music as well. Favorite season? Winter! It's finally almost there. I love winter. I live in the Alps. We're like 100 meters up in the Alps. So it gets colder faster and the winter lasts longer. I love it. I love skiing, I love snow, I love ice skating, I love the smell of dry air that you get in winter just before it snows. I love anything about winter. Also love Christmas as well. Favorite sport? Now, if we're talking to watch ice hockey all the way, that's like not even a question. If we're talking favorite sports to play, basically anything that doesn't involve a ball, because I'm rubbish with the ball, either with my hands or feet. I can't do anything, but anything else I'm okay with. I love trying a new sports. Obviously, if we're talking competition, I'm gonna have to say archery, because that's what I do in competition. Not now, because we're in lockdown, that sucks. But yeah, anything else I'm okay, and I'm open to try and like practice. I love any sports basically. Just don't give me a ball. That's useless. Favorite board game? Now, I love any board game that is a co-op game or a strategy game, strategy-based game. But the all-time favorite, and I think I've said that before, is the series of game Tickets to Ride. Those are like train-ish maps. Like train-ish maps, is that even a sentence? Those are maps of either the world or France, or Europe, or the United States, or India. They have tons of maps. And basically you have to connect two cities together, sometimes more than that. Those are like just great board games. In my family, everyone loves that. Yeah, it's just a great board game. If we're talking video games, Assassin's Creed. I think that's actually a question. Is that a question? Yeah, favorite video game? Yeah. Assassin's Creed, my favorite video game series. Syndicate or Unity, if I have to pick like a single game, probably Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Let's go back to the order of the question. Favorite school subject? Ooh, favorite school subject. Now, it's been a while since I was in school. Anything that has to do with science, basically. I really like that. Also, I really enjoyed English because, I don't know, it was fun to just like write and read. I also really liked history, but more when I was like older and basically when I was not at school anymore. Like, I like learning about history, but mostly on YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. Favorite piece of jewelry? I love wearing a ring. I don't have one right now, but I really love wearing a ring. But if the question is like favorite jewelry that you own right now, it's gonna have to be my earring. It's cute, it's green, it's small. I don't like big earrings. I can't do that. I can only wear like those type of earrings. I only have one. I have a hole on that side, but I just like don't put anything in it. But yeah, it's green, it's cute. I got it in Scotland and my boyfriend has the matching one. Next question. Favorite place to meet up with friends? Well, not like we can do that anymore, but when we could, a park. 100% a park. Anything where you can sit and chat, have a couple of beers, play some board games, just have fun and hang out outside. So park is really, really nice, usually. And the last question is favorite car. Now, I love my car. It's pretty nice. My favorite car is my car. It's small, it's red, it's convenient. It's a Chevrolet Spark. It's really, really small. It goes really well on the snow and like slippery road. It's really convenient up in the mountain. It's not very, very powerful. So it's quite slow uphill, but I love it. It's my first car that I bought myself, so it's very special. If we're talking like car in general, I absolutely love pickup trucks. I know that's such a lesbian answer, but I love pickup trucks, like big, squarish pickup trucks, like American-sized pickup trucks. I would never have one because A, that's too big for me. Also, that requires a hell lot of gas to just like drive for 5 minutes. Yeah, I would never have one, but I love those. And that is it for today's video, guys. I really enjoyed that. It made me feel better about my day, so there we go. I just like talked about stuff I love and now I feel better. Also, it's gonna be fun to edit because I'm gonna listen to myself talk about stuff I love. Hopefully it brought a smile on your face and it brightened your day. If it can do that, well, that's a great video. If it didn't, you can click here or here to go watch maybe other videos of mine that would make you smile. You can also click here to subscribe to my channel to get notification every time I upload. Don't worry, that's not very often. You won't get drowned in notifications. And I will see you guys very soon. Not very soon. I will see you guys another time. Bye bye.